Hi, I'm Marcia Dibburn, and I'm here to tell you about the Discipleship and Family Ministry Committee and give you a taste of what you are supporting when you give your time, talent, and financial resources to this church. Under the session's direction, we supervise the formal educational programs of our church family and assist in ministry to home and family as we seek to follow and be transformed to Jesus Christ. We were asked to possibly give a little bit about our biggest challenges, and I would like to just talk about the challenge of getting the kids back to, and the youth back into the church scene since the pandemic. And yes, this is still a thing. The response we had towards COVID, basically the lockdown, affected, I believe, the lives of children more profoundly than it did adults within the church. For kids, because the Sunday church experience really has to be more concrete. You may be familiar with the adage, Christianity is caught more than it's taught, or the quote, children have never been very good at listening to their elders, but have never failed to imitate them. You see, with kids and youth, there was no good substitute for actually being there or being here. Once they had spent a whole year not attending, not being part of the church experience, it was hard to get them back. So, what have we been doing in this past year to face this challenge? Well, as you know, in the fall of 2021, less than a year ago, the session approved the hiring of Garth Stevens Jennings as the Director of Children, Youth, and Family Ministry. Since then, Garth has been busy getting to know our kids through his children's sermons and overseeing our kids' Sunday school classes. In January of 2022, Garth started a kids' ministry on Sunday afternoons, incorporating entertaining activities as well as time dedicated to discipleship and education. He plans to grow this group and add a second one for multiple age levels as needed. We held an Advent celebration for families this year. We held a Palm Sunday celebration and an Easter egg hunt. But the most important accomplishment, other than Sunday school, we oversaw Sunday school, all the Sunday schools. But the most important accomplishment of this year, I believe, was VBS. 3 weeks ago, I gave a fairly comprehensive report on how this went. Suffice to say that we had 31 children from a variety of backgrounds, other churches, homeschooled, unchurched, and our own kids. The children learned much about being strong in the Lord and using the armor of God, as described in the book of Ephesians. I think I can truthfully say that the children enjoyed this program, and we got a lot of positive feedback from parents. But I also believe that the most important part of this program was the effect of this program was getting these children into the church and moving. They were moving around the teachers. There were 17 people, teachers and helpers, that we had during that week, not all coming on the same day. But the kids got to move around, and these people were mirroring the love of Jesus. Remember, Christianity is caught more than it is taught. The Discipleship and Family Ministry Committee is looking forward to September 11th. This is our Christian Education Sunday. This is the official start of our Sunday school year. And this would be a great time for you to attend a Sunday school class if you've never done so before. There are 2 adult classes, Yoke Fellows and Faith Weavers. There's an elementary and a preschool class. And as of now, just starting, there's a middle school class too. Growing up, my grandparents were an important example of Christian discipleship for me. Grandmother often told me of how she wanted to marry someone who was in the mission field in a place like Africa. She wanted a husband who would be her partner in the important mission of helping African people and bringing souls to Christ. But that is not what God had in mind for her. Instead, she married a local businessman, a young man who was a member of her church. Together, they raised 5 children in the faith. Grandmother taught Sunday school. She visited regularly the sick and the homebound. She worked to find resources to help people in need in their community. And together, grandfather and grandmother generously supported the local church as well as missionaries in the field. One of those missionary families was their youngest son, who spent 35 years as a missionary architect in Costa Rica with his family, my uncle. Grandmother never got to the foreign mission field herself, but God's plan was that she and grandfather would financially support this important mission. I invite you to get involved in the youth, family, and children's ministry of this church. It's one of the most rewarding things that you can do. But please consider the financial resources that you share are crucial to what we can do and accomplish through Jesus Christ. Sharing financially puts joy in your life. It helps you feel connected to our church and to people who are sharing in a common goal. It helps us invest in what matters, things that are eternal. Chip Ingram says and has written that your heart will always follow your investments. So, if you're looking for a way to draw closer to God, then invest in his kingdom. Thank you.
For the hymns that we're going to sing, not the lift up your heart songs, but the hymns, we will do just one verse of each one. So one verse of the next hymn.